Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. On this video, we're going to be doing the task, Messages to the Nexus. And we picked this one up from the Governor's office, which we have not visited yet. So let's head up there and check it out. And it's, let's see, where was that ramp again? Right here, and it's not a ramp, it's some staircases. Discovered Governor's office.
Moshe insists on meeting with the council immediately.
She's only just returned from a Ket prison.
Not to mention a breach of council scheduling protocol.
Our Moshe has never been one.
It's a pity.
Well, apparently I can't talk to this guy from this side. Let's go around. Arbiter Omdal.
Our laws need revising now that you're here.
Trying to talk to him. He's being stubborn. Maybe this side again? There we go.
Pathfinder? As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
Even after what I've done?
I thought I'd proven they have nothing to worry about.
You are one person. They want the Nexus to hear our voices. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
Alright, and we got the task, Messages to the Nexus. Governor Shi's assistant, Inro Bosan, has established message terminals across the city for citizens to record personal messages to the Nexus. Inro has asked you to visit each of these terminals, view the messages, and pass them along to the Nexus leaders. And we need to collect messages from the docks, market, Taviton, and Resistance headquarters terminals. But before we do that, let's go talk to the governor.
When I first escorted you through our city, I wasn't sure it was the right thing, but you proved I was wrong to doubt. No, more than that. You didn't have to save the captives from exaltation. I wonder if you realize what that meant to us.
It's not over yet.
None of us will be safe until we stop the Ket for good.
I've learned to enjoy small victories when they come. What can I do for you?
Ephra.
I'm hoping you can get me on Ephra's good side.
If I knew how to do that, my job would be much simpler.
Sometimes it seems like you two don't get along at all. And other times...
He's a brilliant tactician and inspiring leader. We just disagree on what's best for our people. He believes secrecy and isolation keep us safe.
What do you believe?
We can't defeat the Ket alone, and neither can your initiative.
Culture.
I have a few questions about your culture.
I'm happy to answer them.
Cities.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this isn't your only city, right?
Not at all. Vold and Havarl both have several large population centers. Aya has numerous residential areas similar to this.
Are these places open for visitors?
In time, perhaps.
Accents.
I've noticed that you, Ephra, and Jal all speak with different accents.
When the Scourge first struck, there were many Angaran worlds. They were separated for centuries. We developed divergent cultures and dialects. Ephra was born on Vold, and Jal is from Havarl.
What about you?
The Ket left my homeworld in ruins. Those who survived were forced to flee. We found a refuge on Aya. My family helped settle this world.
Aya.
Aya seems important to the Angara.
Aya is paradise. This world is a gift. We created the Vassals so everyone could enjoy this place, if only for a short time.
The Vassal?
The time of change. Aya's resources are too limited for our entire population to live here. We each earn the privilege of spending a few years on Aya. When our time is up, we leave to make room for someone new. The cycle repeats throughout our lives.
Will you have to leave?
Someday. For now, Aya needs me.
Other questions. Moshai.
Your people revere the Moshai. What did she do to earn that?
After the Scourge, our civilization was in ruins. Those who led the rebuilding were thinkers, experts, and inventors. The Moshai is the greatest scientific mind of our generation. She led us to a new age of technological innovation. When the Ket attacked, she studied their technology, learned their tactics.
You owe your survival to her.
We owe her everything, and we'll do anything to protect her.
You.
So, what do you do for fun around here?
The Tavatan is a popular spot for recreational activity.
Right, but what do you do? Can't work all the time.
Productivity is the best form of relaxation.
It's also a great way to get stressed out.
You sound like my brothers. All 10 of them.
10?
And 8 sisters. They're not allowed to bother me at work.
Governor.
What's it like being responsible for a whole planet?
I suspect it's like being the Pathfinder. Some days it's a burden. Most of the time, I know I'm where I should be.
How did you become governor? Do your people elect leaders by popular vote?
If by vote, you mean argue loudly until one candidate remains, then yes. I got here because I was willing to endure and fight for the obligations that come with my office.
Relationships.
Is there time in your busy schedule to meet someone special?
Everyone is special to me, in their own way.
Not what I meant.
Oh, no, that isn't a priority right now. Someday, maybe.
Resistance.
I sense tension between your government and the Resistance. Who's actually in charge?
Ephra likes giving orders, right until the actual work of running a city starts. The Resistance is good at protecting us from the Ket, but our people need more. I've learned to indulge Ephra's need for control, just often enough to maintain my own.
Family.
10 brothers and 8 sisters. You have a big family.
I've always thought of it as average. How many siblings do you have?
Just one. My sister, Sarah.
What happened to the others?
Our parents only had 2 children. Underachievers.
That sounds relaxing. When my family gets together, the noise is like standing next to our largest waterfall. My mother says I became governor, so people would have to listen to me.
Is she right?
Always.
Other questions. Kadara Port.
Why didn't you tell me about Kadara Port when I first arrived?
I assumed you already knew. We didn't realize there was a difference between your exiles and the Initiative.
Fair enough.
As for Venturev, Ephra hid his betrayal from everyone. He'll answer for that.
Goodbye.
Thanks for your time.
Ishare, Pathfinder.
Okay, it's time to go get those messages. So we'll start off with the one at the docks. Which is not quite at the docks, it's basically at the city entrance. And there's one right there, we'll come back for that. Citizen messages to the Nexus. Compiled log of citizens' messages uploaded at the Aya docks for the Pathfinder's eyes only. Messages to the Nexus, translated from Selesh. Subject, why are you here? What impulse drove your people to cross dark space? What have you come here for? Do you expect us to believe you're just explorers who want to live in peace? I think you fled something terrible. I think it might follow you here. Subject, questions. Which one of your species actually controls this so-called initiative? Are you even different species, or just genetic constructs customized to fill different roles? Why do you all walk on two legs, like us? Is it so we'd accept you? What did you look like before you crossed dark space? Subject, keep off Havarl. When I heard you were granted permission to land on Havarl, I filed a complaint with Governor Shi. That world is one of our most sacred places, and is not for outsiders. Even the Ket keep their distance, because they know we'll fight to the death to protect it. Anyone who defiles Havarl will face consequences. Subject, share your gifts. You build ships to travel across dark space. Show us how to make them and let us retrace your path. There are no Ket where you came from. We have a generation facing extinction, but you could help us go where the enemy won't follow. We've suffered enough. Give us hope for a better life. Okay, so we can forward these to the Nexus unedited, or we can edit the content and then forward it. So if you want to do some propaganda, you can hit circle, or if you just want to do it unedited, press X. So I don't really see a point in editing it, so let's go with X. Okay, next we'll hit up that market terminal we just went past. Oh, wait. I forgot. There's a new bulletin thing. I think it shows all of them, but we'll read it here. And it's this one right here. Aya Information Bulletin Update 7832E. Translated from Salesh. Ket raid on Dar Hiljav. Resistance scouts on Vold report a Ket attack on Dar Hiljav has left the settlement in ruins. Exact casualties are still being calculated. If you are from Dar Hiljav or have family there, please contact Inro Bosan in the governor's office. Nutrient paste processing breakthrough. Teams researching food processing discovered an improvement to refinery techniques that will yield a 15% increase in caloric values and better preservation of the original ingredients' flavors. Statement from the Moshai. In answer to persistent public inquiries regarding the health and status of Moshai Sepha, she has released the following statement. Thank you to everyone who has expressed concern for my well-being. Rest assured, I am currently hard at work with the Milky Way visitors to eliminate the Ket threat and restore peace to our people. Okay, now we'll go get that. The messages from the market terminal. Translated from Salesh. Subject, thank you. I remember the first time I met the Moshai. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. She has done so much for our people. When the rumors began that she'd been caught by the Ket, and worse, killed, I lost hope for our future. You restored it. I don't care what anyone says, I believe you came to save us. Subject, go home. This is not your galaxy. You don't belong here. Anyone who thinks you're different from the Ket is a fool. I see you for what you are, and there are many more like me. Subject, none. If you come in peace and friendship, Pavoa. If your hearts are filled with deceit, you will die. That is all you need to know. Subject, Pavoa. My name is Vijaka. My family said I could write to you. I've never met an alien before, but I'd like to meet you. I think we can be friends. Alright, so I sent that unedited as well. And I'll do the same with the next two. Subject, let there be unity. Before the Scourge and Gara were one people. It took centuries after that disaster to find each other again. And by then, we'd been divided too long. That's how the Ket were able to conquer us. The war forced us back together, but now you've upset the balance. Some don't trust you, others want you to save us. Divisions are forming. If you're really here to help, keep our people united. Subject, Pavoa and Ishare to you all. I'm writing this in my final days. I've lived a long life that now comes to its natural end. I've known great loss and pain, but also joy and hope. I think we have that in common. My fate is to leave at a turning point in history. Part of me is angry I won't see what happens next, but I've made my peace. Whatever becomes of your people, mine, and the Ket will reverberate into the lives of my great-grandchildren, or great-grandchildren, and that gives me strange comfort. I know there's more to this life than war and hardship, and I've seen enough to know your people understand that too. Be well, take care of each other, change life for the better. Goodbye. Subject, we wish you peace and good fortune. Don't be deceived by the posturing of Ephra de Tershov and his resistance. We are not a violent people. We're scientists, inventors, artists, caretakers, and explorers. This is our home, but there is room enough for us all. We told the Ket the same thing, but they didn't listen. We hope you do. Subject: no one will read this. This message will never be read by the Pathfinder, much less reach the Nexus. We're so desperate for allies against the Ket that we're willing to make the same mistake with new aliens. This little stunt by the governor won't change anything. We may as well be screaming into the wind. Little did he know that I read it after all. Okay, and our final terminal is the Resistance headquarters. Subject: join our fight. You proved you can fight the Ket on Vold. The Resistance doesn't impress easily. Stand with us. Together, we will take this war to the enemy's home. We'll make them feel terror. We'll show them despair. We will break the Ket, and when that's done, we'll share the rewards of victory. Subject: are you at war with each other? We've seen members of your species act with violence, greed, and selfishness. We've found evidence of your people attacking and stealing from one another. Why do you hurt each other, when only the Ket stand to gain? If our people are slow to trust you, it's because we can't understand why some of you seem determined to hurt others. Even the Ket stand united in their cause. Why don't you? Subject: we have much to learn. I've spent my life wondering what other beings might exist. Your people are nothing like what I imagined, and I'm glad for that. I thought I was long past being surprised in my life. My sons and daughters draw pictures of you and ask me all sorts of questions. They want to know everything about you. We hope you feel the same way. There's so much we can teach each other. Subject: I believe in our future. Help arrives when you least expect it, and your arrival was unexpected. You came to Aya wounded and in need, and we didn't welcome you. You went to our other worlds and helped our people overcome terrible challenges with no promise of reward or friendship. You wouldn't do that if there wasn't a goodness at your core. You want to understand and be understood. This is the start of a great alliance. Alright, and we have finished that task. And it also got us 270 experience, so a little bit. Not too much, but not bad. Alright, so we are all done here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.